Student clients, welcome back to another edition of the NMS e-learning systems YouTube channel, brought to you by the DLA Guru.
Yeah, I think that was what was happening in another. I got Patreon that's happening simultaneously with StreamYard as well as what's going on with YouTube. So Patreon is a new platform that we just launched, and so I got like literally 3 screens up and trying to figure this out. But anyway, without any further ado, welcome. Looks like we have one concurrent viewer in the building. Thank you, whoever that may be in the world. Please be sure to send me some information on you. A fire emoji in the chat would be fantastic. Let me know that you're in the building, and of course, a like would be very well appreciated. To let me know that you are happy to be engaged with me this morning to see what the DLA guru is cooking. All right, hey Darwin. All right, I see you in the building there. Fantastic, and I see you are a brigadier general level member, which is fantastic. As you guys know, whenever I do my bi-monthly live streams for members only content, the first 20 minutes or so, I try to open up to the general public just to get you guys acclimated and used to seeing me, the DLA guru, in action. I basically have a small presentation just to kind of inspire and to empower you who are new to GovCon, new to the DLA, to just see a little bit more about what my channel is cooking, to get you more engaged and more active, and being a part of the vision that I have in growing this channel and helping to grow your businesses and doing business with the DLA. With that said, for all of my subscribers who have committed to the members only content, as you guys know, January 1st, effective this year, I launched the Brigadier General level, where you'll need to upgrade in order to be a part of the members only content that will follow shortly after this presentation. And I typically like to have at least 3 Brigadier Generals in the building to give me a nice quorum of folks who will be able to truly benefit from the 2-hour or so members only content, where we'll be able to invite you over to StreamYard, where you'll be able to mic up and camera up and to ask me any questions that you have related to the DLA, whether it be DLA solicitations that you're going after, contracts that you've been awarded, or any type of issues that you may be having as far as business development, networking, working with manufacturers, working with vendors, getting lines of credit, anything that you have to talk about in of course in a virtual classroom setting, where we'll all be able to kind of share receipts and talk shop as it relates to empowering your business for success with the DLA. So that again will follow shortly after this. If you'd like to leave me a comment, for those of you who may be new to me, new to my channel, new to my my videos, in order to leave me a content, you'll also have to be a subscriber. So make sure that you click the subscribe button, click the like button, and click the share button. Let anyone that you think that could benefit from a lot of what I'm producing as far as DLA related content. This is a great opportunity for you to shoot them a text to say, hey, the DLA guru is in the building. And that way they can get to know me, get to know me, and I get to know them at the same time to grow this channel. So again, I appreciate all the support from you guys as it relates to that. So as you guys know, 20 minutes will go by really quick. It's 11:06. I kind of started 2 minutes behind schedule because I'm still trying to figure out how to connect Patreon to all this. So we're all connected and ready to rock and roll. Now, you may be asking, what's Patreon? Patreon is another way for folks who have graduated from any of my DLA masterclasses to also have continuous DLA learning through Patreon. So it's literally for folks who have only folks who have graduated have access to my Patreon stream at a discounted price. And so for those of you who have not taken any of my master classes, I offer just to the general public. And I believe Darwin is one of our that's in the building now. Thanks again, Darwin, for taking the commitment, investing in yourself, investing in the information that I have. 20 years of experience between these 2 ears, and you are a general public member, because I don't believe that you've taken any of our master classes. So this is just a way for you to kind of get involved in some level to show your support of what I'm doing, because believe it or not, everyone, this is not easy to put together these types of presentations and to manage the business of YouTube and the business of consulting companies and consulting divisions and things like that. It's not an easy thing to do. So, I really appreciate your support as I continue to grow the channel. All right. So with that said, I do have a presentation that I want to turn over to you guys to add a little value. I'm playing around the StreamYard today with some of the ways that they allow me to show these presentations. I see I typically do this view, but yeah, I may bounce around between the two different views, but I kind of like this view. But anyway, so who am I? I am Kiwi Hendricks. Again, for those of you who are new to my channel, new to my content, never heard or seen any of my content at all, I always like to open up, let you know I'm Kiwi Hendricks. I'm the U.S. government sales manager with the National Material Supply Company. We have been a vendor in supporting the DLA and the U.S. Military by way of product sales for the past 20 years. And NMS, National Supplies acronym there, NMS is the acronym. It has been, a great journey that I've had in these 20 years of working with the company, working with my team, and learning how or learning what not to do as it relates to doing business with the DLA. And this is just a perfect opportunity for me to kind of showcase some of that knowledge base to those of you who may be interested in getting involved with government contracting by way of the world's largest customer, the Defense Logistics Agency. So with that said, I've coined the name, the DLA Guru. People say, yo, why are you calling yourself the DLA Guru? Well, because I got 20 years of experience in doing business with the DLA. So I thought it would be kind of a catchy name, something that is easy to remember. So you guys can kind of, search for me. I do content not only on YouTube, but you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok and also on Facebook. So we do have more information for folks who may be more privy to those types of social media platforms, but the bulk, the core content is here on YouTube. So if you're here on YouTube with me, you're in the right place at the right time, all right, as it relates to that. And last but not least, if you guys see the scrolling marquee down there, I always appreciate any donations that you guys may have in support of my channel. And I got a lot of free videos in my catalog that gives a lot of nuggets and information about how to get involved with the DLA. And, that's just, that's free videos that I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in putting in. So if you really appreciate a lot of the work that I've done in the past year, hey, you see my Cash App, you see my Venmo. You can also buy me a coffee. There's a buy me a coffee app if you guys are not familiar with it. And you can find me at the DLA Guru. And anything that you drop in the bucket will be greatly appreciated because it helps to kind of promote more of what I'm doing, because I know that there's a lot of appreciation, a lot of love. So donations are definitely encouraged and welcome as it relates to that. Okay, moving on. As you guys always know, in all my videos, just in the YouTube community at large, at whole, your subscription means a lot, and that is very easy to do. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you always be privy to any of the new content that I may be dropping, DLA related content, GovCon related content that will help empower, motivate, and inspire you to just push forward and getting involved with doing business with the DLA. All right. So be sure you hit the subscribe button. And of course, the likes. The likes definitely help to recharge the audio rhythm, is what I like to call it, instead of the algorithm. And so your likes really mean a lot. So you'll see a lot of videos and content creators out in YouTube space to talk about it, because it really does matter. It matters to us and helps us to grow our channels and get our messages out to a broader audience. So thanks again for your support as it relates to that, because it costs you nothing and it really helps me to continue to do what I do best and providing you guys with valuable content. Okay, great. So we got about another 10 minutes or so before we switch over to the members only content section of my presentation today, as far as my scheduled bi-monthly live stream. So keep in mind, for those of you who are new to joining us today, it looks like we have 4 concurrent viewers. So hello out there. Feel free to drop me a fire emoji in the chat to let me know you're in the building and you're loving what the DLA Guru is cooking on this end of the spectrum. And of course, I love all the likes. And so be sure you like the content as well. Thanks again for your eyes and ears on what I'm talking about today. And if you're interested in joining me after this presentation is over in the members only content, there is a link in the chat that I put there. I want to pin it. For some reason, I don't know why it doesn't allow me to pin my comments. But here, yeah, I guess I can show this on screen here real quick because I still have difficulty pinning comments for some reason in the YouTube world here. But on screen there, that's how you're able to join us you have to join as a brigadier general level. So for those of you who are the commander level, you've been with me for a long time. Last year, this year, as you guys know, I've reached out and told you guys you have to upgrade your subscriptions to the brigadier general level in order for you to meet me in the virtual classroom. So feel free to upgrade today, and I'll see you in the next 10 minutes or so. All right. So there it is on screen. You can find how to join as a paid member at the DLA Guru /join, and that's how you're able to do that. And of course, you can look in the chat below, and there should be a hyperlink that you can click there. Sometimes folks ask me, "How in the world can I join?" I can't seem to find the join button, but it's in the chat. Okay, great. So what you see on the screen here, and let me switch my presentation screen there. All right, great. I put together a few bullet points that I wanted to talk to you guys today about as it relates to, what I think that you'll need in order to be successful in doing business in the GovCon DLA space. As you guys know, in my last live stream, I talked about a fiscal 2024 goal. It's to support new businesses to support 100 new businesses with DLA contracts. That's my goal. Matter of fact, guys, I'm gonna have to change this to the other screen. My eyes are not as good as they used to be, and I'm looking directly at the screen so I can read what I wrote. But let me bounce in and out of that. But anyway, so my fiscal year 2024 goal, my written goal, is to do connect, engage, support, whether it be through master classes, through scheduled one-on-ones, where you guys are able to access me directly. And I want to have 100 new businesses that I kind of put underneath my wing, and we know each other on a first name basis. And my goal with that is, I've launched a bunch of different ways that you can engage with me, that I can get to know you. Because my motto is people do business with people they know, like, and trust. So if I know you, you know me, I like you, you like me, I trust you, you trust me. We can do business. We can break bread. And I'm looking for 100 new businesses that are interested in getting involved in selling products to the DLA. And those new businesses, I'm hoping, will have access to a wide range of different products that we currently don't even have access to. So the DLA, as you guys know, they have last I checked, it was 5 million, but I read a report recently where the DLA has exploded. The national stock numbers has exploded to up to 6 million national stock numbers that the DLA has in their active database of products that they manage in support of the warfighter. And so, over the years, our company probably has been awarded about 1,000 or so national stock numbers on a continuous basis. And so we've just scratched the surface. I mean, there are millions of products that are out there that you guys may have access to that I don't, and we may be able to work together to put our heads together of how we can joint venture and partner to get the job done in support of the warfighter. And so I'm looking for 100 new businesses this year in order to kind of build out that network. And so I launched last week a LinkedIn page where I'm looking for professionals who already have established LinkedIn accounts, where I can kind of take a look at, your background, what you guys are doing. And I have a private LinkedIn group for free that I'll invite you over. It's the DLA vendor network is what I've called it over on LinkedIn. And I got a handful of folks that I have approved to be a part of that community over in LinkedIn. And the idea is that we'll get manufacturers, we'll get small businesses, we'll get distributors, tier one distributors, all kind of engaging at the LinkedIn level to communicate and to network and to potentially do business with from a LinkedIn perspective. And so, LinkedIn is not a lot of folks are involved in LinkedIn, but it's a fantastic social media platform for business professionals to engage in. So I recommend you guys get involved with LinkedIn. You can find in this description of this video a link to my LinkedIn page. Feel free to click on that to request access to our private group. I'll take a look at your receipts as it relates to your profile, see what your background, your education is, things of that nature, and see if I think that you'll be a benefit to what we got going over on LinkedIn. All right, it's ground floor, so feel free to get involved with that. Moving on, new businesses, new business opportunities await you in DLA GovCon. And what I mean by that is, here we are in 2024. And so a lot of folks have these New Year's resolutions to lose weight or to start a business or to make more money, things of this nature. And so you're in the right place at the right time if you're new to my content and new to the GovCon space and new to the DLA, because the DLA is teeming with opportunities, new business opportunities for small, medium, large scale businesses. The barriers to entry to get involved with the DLA are little to none. I mean, you don't have to have past performance in order to be involved with the DLA. You can be a brand new business. I mean, you still have paint on the walls, paint drying in your office, and the DLA could potentially be a customer for you. What the DLA cares about: one, they care about that you are a U.S. citizen, that your company has an established location that is not a virtual location. So you don't want PO boxes and things like that. You want a brick and mortar location, even if it's your own house that you have a home office in. You may have a small room, a small bedroom in your home office where you have a desk and you have a file cabinet and you have your computer and you're ready to rock and roll. You can do business with the DLA, but you have to have a brick and mortar address in order to get access to their DIBBS platform, which stands for the DLA's Internet Bid Board System. That's where you go to actually compete and bid on contracts, product supply contract with the DLA. So just, the barriers to entry, that's pretty much all you'll need. You need, your UEI, you need a cage code, you need to have access to DIBBS, but you don't need to have, the extensive past performance and things of that nature. But the DLA wants to make sure that you will be a viable resource for them as well. So a lot of you have reached out to me, and the DLA is, sends you this questionnaire. It has all these different questions about who you've done business with, if you've done business internationally, things like that. And all they're doing is kind of vetting you out, that you're just not going to be, signing up with the DLA, get a DIBBS account, and then they never hear from you again. They just don't want to waste your time or their time. So you want to be serious. And so that's another reason why, I put this mandate for the 100 new businesses this year, because I'm really looking for businesses that are serious about doing business with the DLA on a continuous basis. Because in the GovCon space, it's not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a sprint to making $1 million. And there's a lot of content creators out there that kind of talk about these big dollar value contracts, but they never tell you that the contracts are 5 years long and things of this nature, because this is more of a marathon, meaning you have to have a sound business model. You have to understand exactly the value that you're bringing to the federal marketplace, and you have to be in it for the long haul, because the federal government is looking for companies to be in it for the long haul. They want to make sure that you're bringing value on a continuous basis to all branches of the federal government, including, well, especially the U.S. military. We have the largest military in the world, the most I guess, expensive budget from a budget perspective, military in the world. And so, in order to continue to be at the top of the food chain as it relates to the world's mightiest military, you're going to need really good companies that know what they're doing in order to support that customer. And that's what the DLA is looking for. They're looking for vendors to support the engine of the DoD in that regard. So we're looking for folks who are serious about being professional businesses to contribute with the supply chain. That's what the DLA is all about. And how do you get that? How do you position as a new business to be a part of that? Do your research, first of all, because knowledge is the key. And what I mean by that is, do your research as it relates to who the DLA is. You want to get involved with the DLA, but you got to know who the DLA is. Research who this customer is. And the way you can research it and the way I've created this channel, I'm bringing these nuggets and put it on a silver platter. Take a look at the videos that I've created in my catalog, because I talk about a lot of different things as it relates to my journey with the DLA. And again, we're a small business, so I'm not going to say that I know 100% of everything about the DLA, but we've been in the space for 20 years. There's a lot that I do know. And so when you go through my videos and you do the research, and not only with me, hey, research other content creators that are out there, because any type of knowledge is fantastic. It'll help to build you and to position you so that you don't make mistakes and find yourself blacklisted or rejected from doing business with the DLA. Hey, James, I see you in the building. Good morning to you as well. Fantastic. Hey, by the way, James, I had mentioned to you that we were changing a little bit of our platform and who we allow to come over into the members only bi-monthly reviews that we do, that we did all last year. There's a little bit more of a increased investment, but I think it's definitely well worth it. So James, hopefully I'll see you over in the building. I'm not sure if you've upgraded to the brigadier general level, but hopefully, you take a chance and you get involved and continue with your education with me over with the brigadier generals. Okay, great. So just in case James it looks like we may have two folks that are brigadier general level. So fantastic. Let's see here. What else? Okay, cool. There is this concept about, I did my last live stream and I got a gentleman. I think his call sign or on YouTube was like at Yellow Man or something of that nature. And he had mentioned, he had a comment, which is great feedback about, why keep trying to promote DLA masterclasses, because the information is free, so just like tell us step by step what to do. And so there is this concept behind, should you invest in yourself, invest in your business to go after, and to get, real, paid content, through any type of GovCon masterclass, not just DLA masterclasses? Or do you decide to get your education through YouTube University? So YouTube University, you guys know, is just a platform where content creators put out value, but they only put out so much in order to get the eyes on it. Because when folks are creating content on YouTube, it's a business. It's not easy to create content on YouTube. And so what we're looking for is sharing in the YouTube partner program in order to get access to, residual income by way of revenue share with the ads that are all over YouTube. That's what YouTube University is all about. So they're only going to give you enough information in order to keep the eyes on the content, but it's really not about you. It's more about the content creator. That's what YouTube University is. The DLA masterclasses or any kind of GovCon masterclasses, those are designed for you. Because I know when I put together my masterclasses, I think about you, the vendor, who is trying to gain access to information that's going to help catapult your company. So I'm looking for a direct value exchange there. I have you in mind because I'm looking forward to getting your feedback at the end of the master class. I want to make those classes better and better and better because I want to grow this community of folks that are interested in the DLA. And again, I'm 6 minutes over my 20-minute spiel, but don't worry, Darwin, I won't take away from the 2 hour access to me. So just be patient with me. I just want to get through this and really share it. I'm very passionate about this because I get a lot of folks talking about, hey, your master classes are too expensive and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, it's 20 years of experience I got here, so it's really about how serious are you? How sure are you about what you're doing and your commitment to winning? You want to win. You don't want to just put a toe in and not really go balls out in order to position your company to be successful. And having access to folks like me, I don't think there are many of me that are out here in the DLA space that are talking about, and have the receipts to show that I know exactly what I'm talking about as it relates to doing business with the DLA. And so, this is just as they say, great timing. It's just, the alignment of things. And so, hey, you want to capitalize on it when you can. So anyway, I just want to just let Mr. Yellow Man know that you're right. YouTube University is at your fingertips, and I wish you all the success there. All right, now also I wanted to point out that members only content. This is important in many regards. And what I'll do, I'm going to share the screen here. Where is that share? Yeah, here it is. I want to share this, guys. On my YouTube channel, I have, for members, I have this area called the community. All right, and hopefully you can see it on screen. Let me make it a little bigger. Make it a little bigger for those in the back. But I have this community button, right? And I've been utilizing and getting more active with this the community button. And the community button is for members only. So what I do on a daily, well, I shouldn't say daily, but anytime that nuggets come across my desk that I think could definitely benefit those of you who are interested in learning more, getting more knowledge about the DLA, I use the members only community forum tab in order to put posts out there. And I'll just give you a little bit of an idea of my latest post. I think I released this post yesterday, and I have my finger to the pulse of a lot of DoD related information, and because like within the GovCon space, information is key, and so I posted in the community forum. Again, you have to be a member in order to have access to the community forum, and any membership level that you elect to join shows your support of me, and you'll have access to the members only community post. Just to let you know that that's available to you. But I put this post out there yesterday because I wanted to just kind of show you the type of information I give. And there's a company by the name of Zoll Medical that on January the 11th, which was a couple of days ago, got awarded a $611 million contract, right? Well, actually, it's a modification to probably an existing contract that they have. But it's pretty awesome that in the community post, I'll also list the actual contract number where you can research that contract number, learn a little bit more about who Zoll Medical is, learn about the contract vehicle, the award, and you may be in a position to reach out to Zoll Medical to support them in their efforts to delivering on this contract. And so it's really good to know who the players are that are getting these multi-million-dollar contracts, because typically they're medium to large size businesses that get these types of awards, and they have small business participation goals. All right. So you're able to literally, if you're in the medical field, I imagine this contract, I didn't do research on it. I just kind of posted it, but I wanted to let you know the value of this type of information that I'm putting out there, that as again, it crosses my desk, I'll make sure that you guys as supporters of my content and supporters of my channel have access to the same information as well. And then there's another company by the name of ASRC Federal, and it talks about they were awarded a $90 million firm fixed price indefinite delivery contract. And so they're talking about facilities, maintenance, repair, and operation supplies. So that just makes me think about Granger. Granger makes distributes those same types of supplies. So here's a company that is going toe to toe with Granger and won this huge contract. And then of course you're able to read the text and you can find the contract number there. A lot of times you can take these contract numbers and go right onto DIBBS, go to the award section on DIBBS, drop this contract number in, and be able to pull the actual award documents and research, because knowledge is key as it relates to understanding what the warfighter is buying, when they're buying it, who they're buying it from, so that it gives you just a little bit more intel of how you might be able to find, an entry point in order for you to compete as you continue to grow your business. So this is what this information is really, really all about, guys. So I want to throw that out there. Let me change the screen there. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about as it relates to business development type things. Now, my last and third bullet point is, if you don't have a plan, you'll always be lost, right? And what I mean by that is how I've written down my fiscal year 2024 goal to support 100 new businesses. It's written. It's written not only on this PowerPoint presentation, but it's written on my vision board here in my office. It's something that I plan to get done this year. And believe it or not, I've already gotten 4 businesses towards my 100 business goal of vendors that I've been working with and saying, hey, you're part of that dream team. So I got 96 to go. So by writing down your goal, you have to plan your work and work your plan. And the best way of doing that is to write your goal down on a piece of paper, electronic, whether it be a journal that you have, an electronic journal, if you have a handwritten book or something that you write. Hey, but I challenge you guys, get you a paper journal and write in cursive what your plan is. Like I'm a 70s baby, so I still can write in cursive, but imagine writing your plan in cursive. That's even going to solidify it even more because you got to figure out you remember how to write in cursive. But if you're able to get your plan on a piece of paper, you just wouldn't believe what it will do from going from paper to pen to your mind and to your heart as to what this plan is all about. And then you want to dream about it. You want to talk about it insatiably. Talk about it always. You want to wake up thinking about it. Guys, with this YouTube channel, just to give you an idea, I think about YouTube all the time, from the first day, the first video that I put out there to now. And I have over 1,600 subscribers, which is fantastic. Thank you for those subscribers. But this has a lot to do with me working a plan and putting forth that effort. And something about writing down your ideas on a piece of paper and then making the step in that direction and then another step and another step, and doors begin to open. People begin to gravitate to you. This is how all this is done. I had a video out there about, is the DLA a spiritual journey, and or DLA GovCon a spiritual journey? And the answer is yes. It's definitely a spiritual journey. It's spiritual in how you think, how it's connecting to your heart, your vibration, how you write down your plans and you see it and you believe it and you trust in it. And then you partner with folks that can support you and be positive energy, positive thoughts and energy towards your plan. Case in point, the master classes are getting involved with, who you feel most comfortable with being a coach and or a mentor. That's how you began to see that plan take form, because believe it or not, I'm seeing it on my end just with the YouTube channel and what we're doing here. So I want to kind of leave you guys with that. You know, when you're writing down your idea, I'm stating, keep it simple. Use the KISS approach. Keep it simple, students. Keep it simple, stupid. Make it a one sentence, so it's easy to refer back to. That's just a suggestion, but if you want to make it a little bit longer, mission statement or something of that nature, have that be a part of it. Each and every Wednesday, I have a staff meeting with my team, and we always read the mission statement aloud. We've been reading that mission statement for the past 3-4 years, and I keep changing the mission statement and updating it based on, where I see the company going. But we make it a mission within our organization to read the mission statement aloud so we all understand what we're doing. This is the types of things that I highly recommend you guys employ in your businesses. And who knows where it may take you. All right. So just kind of the foundation to it all. All right, cool. So let's see who else we got in here. Jane says cursive. Yeah, you're right, man. Cursive, it's a lost art. I have a niece who's 8 years old and she has no idea what cursive is. And I'm like, well, how are you going to sign your name? They're not even teaching kids how to even sign their names anymore. I guess everyone's going to be printing their names. But it's very interesting there. Okay, we got FED.Con in the building. Good afternoon, guys. Yes, yeah, good afternoon to you as well. Thanks for the comments there. So as you guys know, I typically like to have at least 3 brigadier general level members in the building before I switch over to our members only content. I think we only have 1 that's in the building right now as far as Darwin. And if we have general level members who want to come over at later during the next 2 hours here, I'll also, when I switch over to the members only content, I'll have that link pinned for you guys to meet me over at the over here in StreamYard. Hey Matt, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome to the building. You may have, I'm not sure if you've seen some of my presentation today, but if you missed the presentation, it'll be on replay. I'm a little bit long-winded today, as you guys know. I always deliver more than what I expect to deliver. because that's just the kind of guy I am. You know, I get excited. I'm passionate about what I'm doing because I believe in what I'm doing, and I love helping people. So, you know, pardon my long-windedness, but I try to just give you guys as much value as I possibly can. So, for those of you who are part of my Patreon family, if you've logged in over on Patreon, because I can't tell right now because I'm kind of new to Patreon too, but if you're logged into the content on Patreon, stay within the Patreon app, because what I'll do is drop the StreamYard link over on the Patreon side, and then I'll also be dropping the StreamYard link on the members only Brigadier General level side once we kind of fade to black. And that way you guys can meet me in our virtual classroom to talk about anything and everything you have related to the DLA, and I'm looking forward to doing that. So let me go here and make some edits. And again, thanks for the comments and the likes, guys. Looks like we have 8 concurrent viewers and 5 likes. So that helps to stoke the audio rhythm to get the message out to a broader audience. So I really appreciate your assistance there. All right, so I am now going to be moving towards, and I have to go into YouTube, change it to members, and members. It's interesting. Participant. Oh, these are messages. Okay, I'm on the wrong. I'm on the wrong page there. Okay, so I'm scroll down. Visibility is going to be members only. And you have to be Brigadier General or higher in order to meet me in the virtual classroom that we'll be chopping it up today for the next couple of hours. And so I changing that in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I wanted to also introduce you guys and to just promote my suite of DLA masterclasses. If you guys watch my videos, I always talk about it at the very end of the videos, but sometimes folks attention span doesn't get them to the end of the video. So I wanted to spend some time talking about my masterclasses. I have 3 masterclasses now that are available for your purchase and to invest in your company, invest in yourself. I have my 8 steps to successful federal contract bid submissions. 8 steps to successful federal supply contract bid submissions to the DLA is my flagship masterclass, which is, I think it's about 5 hours or so worth of content that talks a lot about all the tools that we use in-house in order to do business with the DLA. And it gives you a lot of the inside details, the inside scoop on how our company has successfully navigated doing business with the DLA over the past 20 years. And so that's available to you in that masterclass. So basically just empowers you of how to successfully submit a bid to the DLA by getting registered with the DLA, understanding how to take a look at solicitations, how to organize your national stock numbers, how to basically figure out what you want to sell to the DLA. This masterclass is designed just for those beginners that want to get involved. And for those of you who actually get involved and get contracts, and then you need to know what to do after you get a contract award. So I launched yet another masterclass called 4 Steps to General Post Award Processes to Successfully Complete Supply Contracts with the DLA. This masterclass is fantastic because it's going to go through, how you interpret the actual award, to how you label, how you package, how you ship, and then invoice the DLA correctly in order to make sure that you guys don't make mistakes as it relates to it. Because if you don't check the right boxes or label things correctly or package correctly or ship to the right location, that can just wreak havoc on your business process from a cash flow perspective, because you won't get paid. And so this masterclass is designed to make sure that you have general information as it relates to an actual contract that our company was awarded. I take you through step by step of how I went through that process to label, package, ship, and invoice the DLA to get paid successfully. It's a fantastic step-by-step masterclass. And last but not least, I also have the 4 steps to fast track enhanced JCP certification to control technical documents. So this is more if you're interested in getting into the manufacturing aspects of building parts built to order parts for the DLA, where if you're a manufacturer or you have access to a manufacturing vendor base, where it teaches you how to basically get access to technically our export control technical documents, that is engineering drawings, to support the warfighter in building parts, built to order parts for the DLA. So these 3 suites of master classes are available for purchase. The link's on the screen, but I'll also put it in the description following this video, where you can gain access to that site, where you can take a look at the pricing. I also have a bundled masterclass, where it's called the 360-degree masterclass, where it has basically all 3 of these masterclasses at a discounted rate. Because in my opinion, if you're really serious about the DLA, you're going to need 1, 2, and 3 in order to move your company forward, because this is what the DLA is all about. Last but not least, I also have some recommended software tools that you'll see me talking about in my master classes. SAI Global is one of the third-party softwares that we use. It's not the only one that's out there, but this one that our company uses internally. And I actually will train you on how we utilize SAI Global to empower our business. And so SAI Global is an awesome third-party software that helps you to manage all the DLA data from the solicitations and the innocent analysis. It's also past award. You can look at, past award with other vendors and kind of understand who your competition is. It's just a great tool that gives you access to a lot of specific DLA information moving forward. And last but not least, we also offer our NMS part pricing tool, which is basically some software that we use to help price how we price products as relates to doing the vendor competitor analysis, the past award information, and you kind of load it into this. And it's a great cloud-based software tool that we designed in-house. So you can't find this anywhere else. This is something that our company created in-house, and we utilize this tool in-house, and I also offer it for sale to the public. This is just a great tool to help you organize all of your pricing data as it relates to your national stock numbers and DLA solicitations that you go after. And it's designed to be scalable. That is, you can get username and passwords to allow different members of your team to be able to have access to one centralized database of data as it relates to the types of national stock numbers that your company goes after. Just, great tools to help empower you to be successful with the DLA. I also put links to how you can get involved with SAI Global and also purchase the NMS part pricing tool via our HEC distribution partner website. And there's a lot of folks that have been buying the tool, and I get great feedback that the tool is a life saver and a game changer as it relates to folks that are serious about doing business with DLA. Okay, without any further ado, I want to thank you guys for watching the public aspects of this particular presentation today.
Thanks again for watching and for tuning in to this exciting announcement. I'm Parker Winslow, signing out.